Falco Fox action. I think it's almost everyone's favorite matchup.
Looks like Ken going Fox instead of Sheik, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Boo's still playing as solid as he has been versus
He's been playing very well, yeah. He's already taking a good lead against you, Ken, if you will.
But Ken is waiting and reacting. It's like it's really good. But Boo's also catching on to that.
Power shield.
Oh, gets the injuries roll. Nice. Another up air. Just funny, because that's what Boo's been doing. Just up air, up air.
Yeah.
And double laser. Caught him with that. Oh, nice
bair. Alright, I am back. And, yeah, Fox Falco game one. Makes sense. Sheik is a little bit risky because it's not the greatest matchup, whereas Fox can kind of open up Falco a lot more.
Definitely.
And, I think Sheik versus Spaceys usually wants to go for a lot of tech chase. That's the way there's obviously a lot of different ways you can just combo. Just the way I play personally is I want to tech chase a lot.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not really sure if Ken follows that mentality versus Spaceys. Where he does tech chase, but I think he's a bit more focused on just neutral and combos. That was
a great conversion.
That was a little bit. I mean, obviously it was bad by Ken, but it was a great conversion by Boo.
Yeah,
he called him out perfectly. He just that was great.
Quick
killed him.
Wasn't the end all be all, but
wait, sorry, what'd you say?
Wasn't the end all be all, but
it was a smart conversion, good conversion.
Can't go in a.
That's a smart idea. Have you even played at all? Besides, yeah. You deserve it, Evan. You deserve it. But anyway, game 2 starting up, and Boo took game 1, and Ken is definitely kind of an old school legend of Tampa. Yeah, I'm sure everyone already knows, but he's been playing a long time, and he's a great player.
He's like Ken to gods.
One really impressive thing about Ken is, again, I'm not sure. Oh, okay, a bit of an unfortunate. I'm not sure how much he plays outside of like tournaments and really like fests and ours, because Ken's kind of, from what I know, a bit more of a private guy.
Yeah.
And I've never really seen him at fest, or I've never really played him outside of tournaments. So I'm not sure if he even. I know he net plays a bit.
Yeah, last time we saw him, we were doing doubles.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the last time we saw him. So I'm not really sure how much he plays. So it still is.
Oh, that was amazing.
It still is really impressive that he is keeping up with a lot of the newer good people. You know, like
especially with the tech that.
Yeah, the Cruddo Don. He still like is competitive with the top tier.
Ooh, okay, good laser
tournaments. You know, as you can see, he's the top
fighting back. He's showing, man.
Yeah, Vu definitely a strong player too. I think he is.
Oh!
I'm pretty sure he's pretty high up on the SFL ranking. I'm not sure exactly where, but I think he's above like 5. Or maybe at or above. He's in that region for sure. Yeah. So he's a great player.
I mean, the way he's playing.
It's great to see top 8s like these where you can always. Every matchup is going to be PR versus PR player. Like no matter the region, everyone who's still in top 8, or at least I think like. You know, the CFL people who is just Cruddo, I think he's ranked in CFL. Obviously, Boo is ranked in SFL. Rob is ranked in SFL. Dom in Tampa.
So it's like the best. Plus, we got the old men of Tampa coming out. We got Kyle. We got Ken.
You've got a lot of K names.
So it's like anything could happen from what I see. You saw Kyle Roy.
Yeah.
It's his first tournament back since Ultimate. It's like, wow.
Ken is, Boo is controlling Ken really well with lasers here. It seems like off-stage game, Boo has been hitting edge guards pretty solidly, which is different from the Mars set.
What we saw, yeah.
Yeah, which, I mean, it's...
Might be a matchup thing.
It could. Yeah, I think instead of a matchup thing, I think it's more of a, no offense again, Ken thing, because remember he was going straight earlier for Stockholm, and he wasn't going for, like, Dom, we talked about it after the set, he was hitting a lot of his...
that was good.
That down angle, I've told. Dom was hitting a lot of his sweet spots, so it was a little bit harder for Voodoo edge guard, but Ken doesn't seem like he goes for too many like hard sweet spots. Yeah. Like here, he might just he doesn't really go for the sweet spot, which makes it easier. The side B he does, but On the up, oh, that was okay. I think that could have hit, and it's really smart for Vu to go for that. He doesn't even need to wait for the shine. He just knows instantly to start the up B because he's done that combo so far. And
yeah, Vu's
there you go. He takes it too, and so far this set has been pretty good in control of Vu. This is where I think we might see a Ken Sheik maybe.
I would be interested, but I feel like Ken also has a chance to bring it back with Fox. It's not
he definitely could, but it's
he's sticking. Yeah.
Okay, he stays, and he goes back to
Battlefield. I think he got this now.
Which I personally don't like Battlefield at all.
Fox, yeah.
Yeah, I think the ledges are just kind of weird for
Fox,
it.
I'd have to agree.
But versus Falco, it's different because he suffers from a lot of the same problems, if not more. So
I mean, especially with his recovery.
Yeah, you like
There's
you pretty much can half edge guard Falco and kind of leave half the battlefield. Obviously not that much, but a lot of times you can't rely on Battlefield to screw over your opponent in certain situations. But
kind of weird lasers, I guess, from Vu, because he's been, I don't know, in general pretty safe with his lasers. I didn't expect him to go further there. And he's been edge canceling a lot, is what I like to see, of course. Oh, I didn't see that stock, but it sounded like an SD.
A little bit of lag, and then Ken dies there. And Ken had a solid kind of tech chase punish on Vu, where he was hitting him without letting him go. So and this should be dead.
Yep,
yeah, okay. Just rolls up. Falco up B, not the greatest.
Well, it's nothing like too exciting, some might say. I really like how solid Ken is playing, though, even though he's like this deficit of like.
Yeah, I mean, right now he's getting comboed, but
yeah, but he comes back from it.
Yeah, it's just the matchup, a lot of it, because both of these characters can punish each other so hard. We see like up hugely like this, like Ken is probably dead here. Okay, I see smart there from Vu, but if he made it back, who knows? He could have gotten a grab, gotten an up smash, and just destroyed Falco. Sometimes all it takes is just one shine. But yeah, this is the matchup. But one thing actually Dom said earlier is that Vu doesn't really give anything for free. And
he makes you work, yeah.
Yeah, and I definitely agreed with it versus Marth. And from what I'm seeing versus Fox,
I agree.
Like
amazing.
Yeah, it is. You gotta be a smart player. Like I imagine Vu would not only not be good with. I mean, I think he would be good. Like say if he played pretty much any character.
Yeah,
like
it's just a good mindset.
Yeah, just from seeing his fundamentals and his playstyle and just what he goes for, it seems like
I can't say I'm sad he's playing Falco.
Yeah,
really great stuff.
I mean, he's a Falco main. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, he's just a really smart player, and I feel like he goes for things for the most part that always seem to make sense. He's it's like almost like the playstyle where it's the opposite of a lot of the more explosive, flashy styles sometimes, where you just kind of do the more optimal thing.
The
bit of a weird edge guard, but it works. But it still works just as well, or if not better. I think personally better, but Vu still does some really crazy stuff too. See, this is really smart, where he doesn't even. That was a bit of a mess up, but
yeah, he knew the angle.
Yeah, it was really smart how he wasn't even waiting for the up B. He just kept lasering it to make Ken late.
And the up air again.
Yeah, again the Vu classic up air.
Really getting those whiff punishes.
But I mean, in that situation, it's kind of obvious because you either do bear or up air and.
Especially the way he's been playing.
Okay, Ken jumped. It seemed like Vu kind of had the read on that jump, and he was going for it. Oh, okay, but now no jump for Vu. Yep, F smash and rising there. All right, I think maybe if he run out rising there, it would have worked. But he didn't have the read on Ken, I guess. Bear, yep, should be dead. Not great DI.
Not the safest.
And now this is a risky situation, but Vu, like we said, has been, mess up from Ken. Ken's not happy about that, but Vu has been playing very safe the whole time. Yep, Ken's not going to short him. Which, like I was saying earlier, I'm not. Maybe he just messed it up. Okay, but F smash, not really sure. Yeah, Ken goes straight. That's what we were talking about with Ken earlier, where he's not really going straight. He's not. I mean, he's not. Oh, that should be it. But he messed it up.
Cancel up there. He's moving.
One more of those.
Oh, gets back down.
Okay, he's fine. Shield drop there. No, but. Hits laser, roll up, he's dead.
Yeah.
Yep. Alright, so...
But that was a really,
close at the end.
Yeah, he made that so close.
Ken had the opportunity to get the punish. That F smash seems like it might have been on accident. It sucks because I've been in that situation too where I know... Like, if you're confident enough and you can just 0 to death someone, it feels so good to get that. Like, say when you're Marth, you're at 100, the space is at 0, your last stock, you get the grab out ledge, Get the chain grab. You know what you have to do. You feel like, okay, I know I've hit this before, I know I can't hit it, but it's just a question a lot of times of if you do hit it.
The back of your head, you're also at that percent deficit.
Yeah, so,
anything could happen.
Ken had the opening, but didn't get it, so good stuff to do.